How does God take difficult situations in life and use them for greater glory? Hi, and welcome to Mid-South Viewpoint. I'm Byron Tyler. Glad that you could stop by on today's program. Ashlee Reed was former Miss Memphis. We met Ashlee a couple of years ago on Mid-South Viewpoint. She has since graduated from Belmont University.
That's right.
Degree in music?
A degree in songwriting and a minor in music business.
And how does it feel to finally get through a school?
Oh my gosh, I thought it was never going to end. And I am so surprised that I did it in 4 years. It's almost impossible to do that nowadays.
Music has been a passion of yours
Yes.
for a long time.
But pretty much since I was born. I think since I could talk, I could sing. And I have sung everywhere I've gone. And I just love it.
You know, I envy people like you, Ashlee, that have a voice and that can, I can't even carry a tune in a bucket. You've heard that before. You don't want me singing anywhere. I know how to make a joyful noise unto the Lord.
That's true. That's all he asks.
And that's what the important thing is. But since you graduated, you have come out with a CD.
I have.
It's called Beauty Out of Ashes. And
Yes.
I've got a copy. Matter of fact, this is fresh off the press.
It just got in today.
So
this morning.
I'm like one of the first people to hold your CD.
That's true.
This is great. Well, we're going to enjoy some of the sounds of the CD in our interview, but I just thought it was great to get together and talk about what the music you've written means to you.
Yes.
About your relationship with Christ.
Right.
And how that's reflected in this CD here.
Exactly.
You say on your website, I've been through a lot of experiences in life that were trying and painful, but I realized that God is a constant in those times. And so often, it is through hardships that we are drawn closer to Him. Through songwriting, I desire to use my story and the gifts God gave me to connect with others about the areas in their lives where beauty can come out of ashes.
And that's exactly it. I got Beauty Out of Ashes from Scripture, Isaiah 61, 1 through 3. And it talks about how God can trade your ashes for a crown of beauty. And so that's where I came up with Beauty Out of Ashes.
You talk about trying times and
Yes.
pain.
Yes.
And you're former Miss Memphis.
Well, I think everyone goes through pain.
Can people that look like you have pain?
Oh my gosh, more so than anyone, I believe. I have gone through so many things in my life. I talk about on the website as well what these songs are about. There's 6 songs on this CD, and it covers girl drama and breakups, bullying, death, unexpected and expected, and just how in the end the Lord can pull you through that, and He is always there for you in every circumstance.
The song Beauty Out of Ashes, which is the title of the CD.
Right.
Some of the lyrics say, awkward place, new school,
Right.
sat all alone to eat, girls stare, why is life so unfair?
Mm-hmm.
All these tears I'm crying. You actually had this experience.
All of these experiences are my own. They are my testimony, and I'm writing these songs in order to show people that you can overcome these things with the Lord. It might seem impossible in the world, but with His help, you not only can get through this, but you can shine and use it for His glory, whether it be to help yourself or to help others.
Oftentimes we look at people that have pretty faces on the outside, but on the inside, there can be great turmoil in their lives. And through even everybody's difficulty is not equal. Some might be saying, well, she was in school, and those are just some of the things you experience as you're growing up.
Right.
But some of those things can be quite painful. Many kids will eventually bow out by withdrawing, drug abuse, or even suicide sometimes.
It's true. I remember one point I went and I had to sit in the bathroom because I didn't have anyone to sit with, and the one girl that sometimes I'd sit in the hallway and eat wasn't there that day, and so I ate in the bathroom that day, and I just cried and cried. And it was really painful at that time. And I remember going home and just sitting in my bed at night and crying and wondering why I didn't fit in and people didn't like me. But I realized that you can find that confidence in the Lord, and He's going to love you when no one else is there for you. He's always there.
Did it ever come to an understanding why people were treating you this way?
I think my mom always said that they were jealous of me, and at that point I did not feel that way because I thought, well, I mean, wouldn't they still hang out with me? But girls can just be cruel, and I mean, we all have that at that point. At some point in life, we've all hurt other people, whether it be intentional or not.
How did you handle going to class during times like that?
At that point, I had not exactly realized that the Lord could give me the confidence to go through it. So I was very insecure and very shy, and that didn't really help me either. But I think that after a while of reading my Bible and realizing that He was there with me, I became confident and started reaching out, and people started accepting me.
So you had to make the first step.
Right. It's not always the girls. At some points, because I switched schools, and at my old school, I remember the first incident, there was 6 girls in my class. It's a very small school, and there were only 5 chairs at a table, and you couldn't have any more. And we were all sitting there, and the teacher said, someone needs to move to another table. And so I got up to move, and I thought my friends, who I thought were my friends, would come and sit with me, and they didn't. So that's the first time I experienced sitting by myself. And I've gone back since and looked in my diary, and I was just so upset and angry, and I didn't understand it. And I don't think they realized what they were doing at the time, but it truly impacted me more than they realized.
You know, it seems like this competition
Right.
among this age, and it starts so young now.
It does. You don't realize it, but it starts in elementary school, and you have to tell someone what's going on, whether it be you or you see a friend it happening to. You need to tell your teacher or your friends or a parent so that that can be dealt with and handled in a better way.
How should parents actually deal with this with their kids?
Well, if it's the kids acting out towards the child, I think they should go to the teacher and tell them so that they can be on watch for that and try to make the situation better. If it's the child just being shy, then they need to tell them that you need to reach out and try to be friends with these kids, and they're going to accept you.
As I mentioned, sometimes even suicide
Right.
is the answer, unfortunately for some.
Right. It's just awful. And they need to know that they matter and they are important and they are loved by Jesus. And before this happens. So that's why it's so important to tell these kids at a young age how much they matter.
The song is called Beauty Out of Ashes.
Yes.
Let's listen to it.
All right.
Bell rang, heart raced. Oh, what an awkward place. New school, no seat. Sat all alone to eat. Walk out, girl stare. Why is life so unfair? All these tears I cry will wash away the lies. Stronger than the voices say. I can see beyond today. I'll rise from the ashes, rise from the ashes. God can make beauty out of ashes. Years pass, girls don't change. Gossip always exchange. Closed doors, hushed voices still question my choices. They stare as I walk in. I know this is not the end. All these tears I cry will wash away the lies. Stronger than the voices say. I can see beyond today. I'll rise from the ashes, rise from the ashes. God can make beauty out of ashes. Even down this road, I see the blossoms of my hope. From prayers and tears I've sowed, He makes fields of splendor grow. Even down this road, I see the blossoms of my hope. From prayers and tears I've sowed, He makes fields of splendor grow. And all these tears I cry will wash away the lies. Stronger than the voices say. I can see beyond today. I'll rise from the ashes, rise from the ashes. God can make beauty out of ashes. of ashes.
Beauty Out of Ashes here on Mid-South Viewpoint today as we're talking with Ashlee about this brand new CD.
It is brand new. I can't believe it came in today. It was going to come in a few days before the concert, so I was worried I wouldn't get it in. So this is a wonderful blessing.
The song, as we were talking about before playing the song, is about going to school and how hard it was being bullied.
Bullying, drama, backstabbing, so many painful things from girls.
There's a phrase in there I was listening to. It says, he makes fields of splendor grow.
Yes. Yes, it is so important to realize that in these times, to hear the voice of the Lord rather than the voices in your head of what those girls are saying, of what you are saying. You have to listen to His voice. And it's not always the loudest voice out there. I know in the Bible it talks about there was tornadoes and winds and loud noises, but God was in the quiet. And so you have to listen to that at many points in your life and realize that He's the one that can calm your soul and grow a beautiful purpose for you.
You know, Ashlee, it's not just in high school that you have to hear the different voices.
No.
It's all through life.
Right.
You know, you hear them, but staying true to the one voice.
Yes. Even still today, I struggle with that, but it is very important to do it.
Okay, you said that you started loving music from the very early age.
Very get-go.
What about songwriting? When did that start for you?
Actually, songwriting started only 4 years ago when I started college. I had applied and auditioned, and I didn't get into the commercial voice. So I went ahead, and it was a brand new major, and I started songwriting. And so it started. I started writing. I auditioned and got into the commercial voice, which improved my singing. But then I went back and finished my songwriting degree. So not very long. For 4 years, I feel like I've really improved.
You know, give us like a little mini 101 songwriting, because I've always thought I would like to write a song, but don't know where to begin.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, I love writing stories. There's so many types out there, but all of my songs that I write are stories. So I would say come up with something that you've been through, and you're going to have a verse, a chorus, maybe a bridge to go somewhere different, and you keep the same melody and lyrics for the chorus. So just remember those things, and you'll have it down.
I don't think I can be able to do it, Ashlee, but that's okay. As long as you're around, you know, we can listen to your music. Hey, what was the first song you wrote about?
Okay, believe it or not, Beauty Out of Ashes was where I started, and I have rewritten this song over and over again to get it just right for this CD.
I think that's kind of important, too, because you're not always going to have the first take,
right.
Are you?
No. So many times I have auditioned or competed for something and not made it, and it was difficult at the time, and I was once again crying, asking God, why isn't this working out? And it actually led me to something better and more fulfilling for my life.
Is there a certain place where you like to be while you're writing songs?
Actually, I think it's always a quiet place. Just like the Lord, you have to be in a quiet place for the Lord, whether it be going to sleep at night or in the shower, in the car by myself. A lot of lyrics and melodies come to me in those quiet places.
I mean, are you out in nature sometimes?
Yes, even that. I live in Franklin, Tennessee, and we have deers and turkeys and bunnies, and so I go out and sit in the backyard, and that's where I end up writing a lot.
Now, you're in Franklin because you're also a nanny.
Yes, I'm a nanny of 3 boys. One is 3 months, a 2-year-old, and a 6-year-old, and it is an amazing adventure every day.
Now, did this adventure start for you when you graduated, or you've been doing this while you were in school?
I have babysat these boys since they were little, and I've watched the other one, she got pregnant and having the baby, and since then, but I just started nannying this summer.
And what have you learned about being a nanny?
Patience is a virtue. That is for sure. But it is wonderful to see just them growing up. And another important thing is just seeing how they don't see every time something hurts them or they're upset. It's just so bad, and they can't see how they're going to get through it. And I'm like, this must be how God sees me, because it seems so tragic to them. And I'm like, it's okay. You hurt your finger.
Wow.
And I think God feels the same way about us.
Going back to your music, do you find it challenging to put into lyrics your experiences and your feelings?
Each one is different. I think Beauty Out of Ashes was very difficult for me to write because it was something that I had to overcome. So I rewrote it. But some songs on the EP, like Wild and Free, just came right out. It was so easy to write. So each one of them is different, but I think it's easy for me to write because that's how I overcome whatever I'm going through. Whatever hard experience I have to deal with at that point, it's easy for me to overcome it because I'm writing it down. It's almost like a diary to me. And that's what I want to tell other people through my ministry. This is how I'm overcoming this and finding beauty, but whatever you're going through, you can find that in your purpose as well.
And I guess, too, Ashlee, even if a person can't put a song together, maybe writing their experiences and feelings through life and what they're dealing with and all kinds of circumstances can maybe be a healing process.
Very true. When I'm doing these concerts, I want to have everyone write down whatever they're going through and release that to the Lord. Whether it be something really small that they don't think matters to anyone else and it matters to them, I want to write it down. Or if it's something tragic that they don't even think they can make it through, write it down and God's going to get them through it.
Do you play an instrument?
I am not the world's best at any instrument, but I doodled in order to write these on the guitar and piano.
I was wondering what comes first, the lyrics or a melody in your mind?
Either way, usually for me, it's lyrics, but every songwriter's different, and they'll tell you how they do it is different from me.
Who helped you arrange this CD?
It was produced by Jake Hartsfield, and he's independent, but he's now on Music Row, and he is a wonderful producer.
And tell me about that relationship and experience.
I met him through another singer, a friend of mine, and she had her CD produced by him. And at the beginning, he was in his house, and we were just in a studio downstairs. But since then, he's been married and moved on to Music Row. And we would sit and sing. I would sing the same line over and over again, and even maybe a word just to get it perfectly done. But he has a great vision, and he did a great job on every song.
What was it like going into a recording studio?
It was amazing. You can ask my mom. I was so excited just to be able to finally do this because I've been wanting to for so many years.
And what about keeping the nerves, quiet while you were trying to get the type of sound you wanted,
I don't think I was ever nervous in there. It was just so much fun, and it wasn't like anyone was watching me. I was just right in front of the microphone, and I could just sing exactly how I wanted to.
You had, of course, I guess, a full band there with you?
No, actually, he did those separately. So he would have the bassist and drummer do theirs together, and then he sent the CDs to the guitarist. And so it was kind of everywhere, but they were great people, and I think he just did a wonderful job on it.
Okay, there's going to be an official CD release party.
Yes.
At your church.
This Saturday at Central Church at 7 p.m. in the senior high room.
And the Central Church, of course, in Collierville at 2005 Winchester. And I'm sure your home church is excited about this.
Oh, they are so excited. They've seen me grow up. I was basically born at Central Church, and so they were very grateful to let me come in and sing. So I'm really excited about that as well.
Your mom, Vicki, is a very close friend of Ellen Olford.
Yes. She's worked on the women's board ministry, so it's been wonderful.
Matter of fact, Mom's actually in the studio with us while we're recording this program. But she's worked very close on Redemption with Ellen and just great ministry things there at Central Church. And so it's really exciting to see that you're going to debut your album this Saturday for a CD release party. What's going to take place?
Well, I'm going to be singing all of my songs acoustically, not with the full band, but that is on the CD if you buy it for only $8. That'll be on sale in the back, and my mom will be running the merch table, so please go see her. But I will just be singing each of the songs. There will be a piano and a guitar, and I'll just be telling my testimony for each of these songs and what happened to inspire them.
Why is it important for you to have the CD?
It's important to me because I'm actually using the painful things that I went through to help other people, and it didn't go to waste. It wasn't for nothing. It had a purpose. You
mentioned the song Wild and Free.
Yes.
And that was a song that you said that was came pretty easy for you to write.
Yes, it was a breakup song, so it was just kind of like getting everything out and getting rid of it.
You had this breakup, and how difficult was it for you to end this relationship?
Let me tell you, this was almost a 3-year relationship, and this was right after these girls had bullied me, and I'd been through so much drama, and I didn't think I mattered. And I still hadn't found my purpose in Christ yet. And so I tried to find it in a boy. And I thought that he would fix everything and he could love me. But it ended up being almost abusive, and it was very hard for me to realize that I mattered. My self-confidence was so low. But finally, I had just gone to college, and I realized I've got to stand up for myself, and I've got to do what's right. And so I let go of this relationship, and this song is what came from it.
Something else, too, I want you to comment on about self-esteem, because even though you had the type of home life you have,
right,
parents that love the Lord,
wonderful parents,
church, solid church foundation growing up,
right,
you're still dealing with self-esteem issues.
I think everyone has to find their worth in Christ themselves. Their parents can be Christians and they can be wonderful people, but if you don't find that for yourself, you can't find happiness and joy. So you have to go and find that in the Lord by yourself in order to make it.
What should a healthy dating relationship look like?
Well, first of all, you should both have Christ centered. So it'd be a triangle of you both looking to Him first and foremost in everything that you do.
And what are some signs that someone is in a wrong relationship?
First of all, if they're abusing you verbally, sexually, or physically, then you need to get out of that relationship. And you always should have someone that you can talk to about what you're going through so that they can tell you if something's going wrong.
The song is Wild and Free, and it's going to be played right now here on AM 640.
If love were like water, then we'd be the sea, forever flowing, and we'll always be. Everyone knows you, but not who you are. But I know the way you can't give me your heart. And I let you go with the wind, let it take you so far away. The moon that watched over our love won't stop shining all day. I want you to never forget all the times that you say to me we would always be. Oh, but now set a love wild and free. I see you somewhere, and we'll both say hello. And you'll look away, and you'll know I know that you're not okay, that you're losing your mind. It's all my fault, but you'll see in time. And I let you go with the wind, let it take you so far away. The moon that watched over our love won't stop shining all day. I want you to never forget all the times that you said to me we would always be. Oh, but now we set a love wild and free. Why can't I just turn and walk away without still missing you? I know the far away, so far. I want you to never forget all the times that you said to me we would always be whole, but now you said I love wild and free. I'll let you go with the wind, let it take you so far away.
Wild and Free, written by Ashlee Reed and sung for us here on AM 640 today, and her brand new CD being released officially this Saturday, July the 20th at Central Church, 7 p.m. in the senior room, the senior high room there. You can get a copy of this CD for $8, and I hope you'll come out and show your support. It's going to be a free event there at Central Church, and it's exciting.
It's so exciting. I just can't believe this is all happening. It's been so many years in the making, and I am very blessed that the Lord's helped me do this.
I know this one, it just came out today. I've got the first copy here, one of the first
Right.
copies. Are you already thinking about a second CD?
I have not started on the second CD yet, but I have definitely already thought about it. This morning, my niece came in and said, "Are you going to write more songs after this?" And I said, "Yes, why?" She said, "Could you write a song about me?" So we'll be working on it.
Well, again, friends can come by.
Yes.
Now, if folks can't come out for the CD release party, where can they get copies of your CD?
This is going to be on sale on iTunes as well on the 20th. So you just type in Ashlee Reed, Ashlee with 2 E's and Reed with 2 E's, Beauty Out of Ashes, and you'll find it online.
And any local places you can get it? Maybe the Central?
We're going to be selling it in the bookstore at Central as well.
Okay, so people can stop by during the week and pick a copy of this up.
Exactly.
Okay. We've got more we want to talk about.
Yes.
Because you've got more songs.
I know, there's 6. We've only been able to talk about 2.
Yeah, we're going to play some more songs and have you come back the next time,
Right.
Thursday of this week.
Yes, it'll be great. I'm so excited.
I want to pick it back up and continue the conversation and hope our friends will tune in and tell your neighbors and all around that Ashlee Reed CD is ready for play. Beauty Out of Ashes. It's wonderful music. You know, it's always great to find good Christian music
Well, thank you.
to encourage you by. And I really love the arrangements. I've listened to all the songs.
Thank you so much, Byron.
And I'm seriously, I really love the arrangements, and you did a fantastic job. It really speaks to the heart, and we're going to pick it up next time, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, friends, don't forget now, this Saturday, July 20th, 7 o'clock Central Church, 2005 Winchester, you can come out and experience an evening with Ashlee Reed and her family and friends and celebrate with them the CD release. And I hope you'll come out and get you a copy of Beauty Out of Ashes. We'll be back on Thursday on Mid-South Viewpoint to continue our conversation with Ashlee Reed. That's all the time we have on this program. I'm Byron Tyler. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.